Yo, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Bayside Jewel. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing good. And I want to say thank you for joining us here on Bayside Jewel. Appreciate you. Today we're going to talk about some things, man, because it's a lot to put together. You know, we're in this maze. And we gotta find our way out. And I think we're doing it piece by piece, you know. But what I also want to get into detail about, and I know I'm gonna probably lose some of y'all on this one, but this is some real shit. Some real shit, man. The way I see it, some clowns over there in so-called America, man, they owe us more than reparations. They owe us way more than reparations. Reparations is actually the least of what they owe us, you know. I've heard some scholars say, yo, assalamu alaikum. I've heard some scholars say this, and I kind of like, you know, did my little research on it, and periodically I go right back to the topic, you know. But yeah, so just bear with me on this. The fact is that they owe us more than reparations. They owe us some truths, man. You know, they created this maze so we couldn't find our way back. And this is how they're able to steal our land. That's how I see it. Because America, from what our black scholars say, as well as some Mexican scholars, and as well as some white scholars also, they say that America is actually the ancient Egypt. It's the first ancient Egypt. And the more I dig into it, the more I agree. Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. Oh, goodness. You know, if you start doing some research, you'll find out that down in the Grand Canyons, they have a lot of artifacts that have been taken from down in the Grand Canyons. And I was lucky enough to catch a documentary where they actually took the cameras down up in there, and they got hieroglyphs down up in the Grand Canyons, identical to the hieroglyphs over in Giza, right? Man, they had some gold candle holders still on the walls down up in there. And each and every day, they're finding and taking artifacts out of the Grand Canyons. Yeah, I seen that documentary. So while we're around here, being so distracted with our jobs, and all the entertainment and everything they got going on, man. Them damn people is still down in the Grand Canyons, man, extracting everything that they can. They've been taking gold, they've been taking artifacts, and they done took over 20 of our Egyptian mummies from down in the Grand Canyon. Yeah, and you know that a lot of them were superior beings. You know, they were buried and mummified with gold, you know, and different stones and gems. So, you know, they've been robbing these tombs down in the Grand Canyon. So, you know, when I seen that, you know, it certainly added on to me agreeing, because even if you remember, if you know anything about, you remember Christopher Columbus when he said he got a gift from one of the, he said, Indians. It was a gold tip, and according to their story, his story, the gold tip was identical to that, the gold that they were using over in Giza on the east continent of Africa. So the gold was identical. Well, it makes a lot of sense that it would be identical, because there were Egyptians living in the Grand Canyons. And then I later discovered that, man, they had over 200 pyramids. 200 pyramids, man, on the east continent of Africa. See, what our people need to know is that that symbol, that pyramid symbol, that's our symbol. That's a symbol that belongs to us melanated people. Yeah, belongs to us Hebrews, Moors, and Egyptians. And this is why pyramids are actually all over the planet. Now, even though they got over 200 pyramids over there on the east continent, I later discovered that they had over 2,000 pyramids in Americas. Yeah, and they have a lot of them in Illinois, you know, that they tried to bury. You know, they tried to hide a lot of these pyramids, you know, by covering them up and planting grass over a lot of them. But yeah, do your research. You'll find that there are a lot of pyramids over there. The other thing is it's not a coincidence that these assholes turn around and take that pyramid and put it on the back of a dollar bill. What the hell does Egypt have to do with United States? You may ask yourself. You see? They know that America was actually ancient Egypt before the Egypt over on the East Coast, the East continent. They knew that. You know, this is why that damn pyramid's there. And another thing I think is, it's almost like voodoo, where they're casting a spell on your ass, where they got something that belongs to you and you don't even know that it belongs to you, and you see it every day. When you flip that dollar bill over, got that pyramid on there, you don't know that it's your shit. That's how they're able to cast this spell, because you're looking at something that belongs to you and you don't even know that it's yours. So I'm bringing this shit here and I'm exposing as much as I can. And a lot of these scholars done already told this information, but people are not hearing, you know. And think about this. There ain't nobody on this planet that's willing to step up and tell some truths, man, because they don't want that hammer to be crashed down on their ass. So as long as we're down, they stay up. The minute we start knowing who the hell we are again and start taking back things that rightfully belong to us, hell, the whole planet falls. They fall down to our knees, you know. So I think it's pretty crucial to take in this information because we're actually in a maze. We're in a maze, a goddamn maze. We don't know. We run around here with our like a chicken with the head cut off. Don't know shit. So I'm exposing this shit. So yeah, it certainly looks like America was ancient Egypt. Yeah. So there was something else too I was gonna point out. Let's see. Yeah, so what I also want to say is according to this proclamation, you can pull this up yourself. It's a proclamation from Rahm Emanuel. He was the mayor of Chicago. Also, he worked in the Obama administration. But I'm just going to read just the first few lines of this. It says, whereas the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, Hammatites, and Canaanites who were permitted by the old pharaohs of Kemet to traverse from East Africa and later formed themselves kingdoms extending from northwestern to southwestern shores of Africa, the Atlantic islands into the present day continental Americas. So now if this dude could make that proclamation, you know, there's a lot more truths to be told about this. So, well, here it is right here. It tells you that we actually inherit the land, you know, the continental Americas, not just no one particular part. So, now, when I say Moorish Americans, yes, we can identify as Moorish Americans or as Hebrews or as Egyptians because the Moors, our ancestors, the Moors, they were direct descendants of the Kemet Empire, the Egyptian Empire. So they're direct descendants of Egypt, and then we're direct descendants of the Moor Empire. So just wanted to put that there so you don't get confused. So, well, yeah, we're Moors and Hebrews are actually one of the same, just do different things. But we also have blood of the Egyptians. So that's something to be proud of. But yeah, we ain't doing anything. You know, some people say, well, that's back in those days, you know, back in the days. But if we don't start doing anything, ain't nothing gonna goddamn change. These people gonna keep ruling over your ass. And you're not gonna get your inheritance. The land is yours, y'all. The land is ours. Yeah, so I just wanted to put this little piece together because it's a trip, man. It really is. You know, whether it's ancient Egypt or the Moor Empire, it's all ours. But yeah, that place was saturated with Egyptian artifacts all around there, all around the Americas, saturated with Egyptian. There's more artifacts of Egyptian than there is of Moorish in America. Yeah. So you guys, we got to start putting the pieces together, man, because this maze that they created, it's got to come down. You know what I'm saying? It's got to fall, man. So I'm putting my 2 cents in always, and I appreciate you guys listening. From the Bayside Jewel, we're going to sign out of this camp. Peace.